Hmm? Hmm. I can hear the sound of a lunkus coming from across the Ionian Sea. It seems in the long river of time I will inevitably go to the hometown where I've never been.
Yes.
Yes, of course. I totally understand how much you love our little Pickles. The man struggles to hold the slippery phone with his shoulder as he scrambles to open the perfectly sealed can. On the newly updated package of the can, a reluctant smile was extorted from the border collie.
But...
You see, as his best friend, his will is what I value the most. So, in this case, I would respect his own wish. Sorry, Wendy. I think I should be mostly held accountable for your throw and catch time being substantially diminished. Pickles lays down on the floor next to her. After all, these calls have eaten up a significant amount of the day. Yes, they are the reason for the emergence of those oddly flavored canned food. But at the end of the day, why would humans think it is a good idea to add sea bass in canned dog food? Wendy approves of this comment. She lets out a resigned sigh through her nose and crouches down on the floor. The two dogs lay on their bellies, shoulder to shoulder, staring at the man who is now giving a passionate speech on his love for dogs to the other end of the phone. Who can say no to his smooth fur? He is the cleverest dog I've ever seen. But he prefers the quiet life, my friend. I've just turned down an offer for him to be the brand ambassador of the pet hairbrush 2 minutes ago.
I'm terribly sorry.
What? What did you say?
Oh.
Oh, wait, the one before that? No, not this one. Before that, too? His black furry ears prick up. This look on his face, I think I've seen it before. Wendy. Pickles turns around to his friend, but the bulldog has ignored his call and trotted outside the door with her favorite bouncy ball in her mouth.
Really?
No way, France? Really? On a cruise ship?
Yes.
Well, sure, no problem at all. He's going to love this. I bet he would. The standing ears slowly droop. Perhaps at this point, I shouldn't be surprised by his doings anymore. Private space is necessary for everyone. At least both Charleston and I can use them now. Perhaps the flower bed is a good choice. Hope it can hide me from the patrolling officers and the over-welcoming visitors. Wait, do we need to get bubbles at all? Are bubbles important? Looks like not. I don't see bubbles this time. Okay, if I don't see bubbles, then I can just leave, right? That's fine. There you go. Done. Okay, they were just on my screen. I thought I had to get them. Such an opportunity to walk and think doesn't come very often. I need it, especially now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have another tutorial video for you for you guys soon. I think. I did not expect this. Alright, toothbrush? The red one is better. In the garden by the street, the border collie cranes his neck for the sight of a man who's busy packing in the room. The window is too high for a dog. Through it, Pickles can only see a small fraction of the room. Charlton's worn leather travel bag sits on the bed with a wide opening. Surrounding it, there are clothes in all colors scattered on the bed, as if they were just vomited up by the bag. I believe I made the right decision to stay in the garden as he packs. The room is unbelievably messy now. Charlton is never a quick decision-maker. Though I don't know what's so hard about choosing clothes. He only has to choose from a narrow selection of colors. But perhaps I was misled by my limitation as a dog. This exemplifies the point that the view of others, since it is not part of the self, is unknowable to us. But these things are the least relevant now. Pickles tries to put his front paws onto the windowsill. His vision is now improved, though to a limited extent. Unsurprisingly, the rest of the room is as messy as the bed. Charlton, do you have a moment to talk?
Pickles?
Charlton's head appears in the window from the right. Oh, I was looking for you. In fact, about that tour in France. Ah ha ha, look at your wagging tail. I know exactly what you're worried about. That's a relief.
Ta-da!
The Meditations or the Dog Football with Pickles paw print. Which one do you choose? Pickles tries as hard as possible not to look too confused. I don't see the necessity to choose between the two.
A hard choice.
What?
Oh, that surprised me. But you don't have to choose. We will take both. Actually... Charlton's head disappears in the window.
Don't worry.
Being narcissistic is not a bad thing. VIP tickets for Queen Elizabeth. You don't get this every day. The dog retrieves his paw from the windowsill. He can only see that worn leather bag again. I think I still have much to improve regarding my skill of communication. It's not a big garden. The border collie slowly moves to the side closer to the front door. Everything seems to have changed. Oh, sneeze. The streets are quiet in the morning. But nothing seems to be changing. If our changes exert no effects to reality, what is the meaning of our actions? The plants in the garden are freshly pruned. Black and white has therefore stood out more significantly on the grass. Maybe something did change after all. Say, he turned down those advertisements for my sake, but I also had to put up with those strange flavor drinks, which irritated my tongue and made recommendations I don't believe. Or should I ask the right question? Why would traveling excite Charleston so much? Perhaps I am unfamiliar with other ways to get along with human, except for compromising. There are indeed so much more experience he needs to gain in life. For example, to get used to the quietness breakers. Dog barks come from afar. What is this? The translation! Wendy? The smell? True, there is a sweet smell in the air. But Charlton has been occupied with packing. He wouldn't have time to bake an apple pie. What is it then? Apple!
Sugar.
The amount of exercise this apple has taken today has exceeded the recommended amount for a day. Mr. Apple! A red ball-like sphere with a sweet smell floats by, easing at a well-controlled speed. The bulldog chases after it, strained to the apple, charging at full speed. She is not even aware of the bohemian silk scarf attached to her hind leg. Wendy, stop! This is a lot to ask for Wendy. What else could be a better target to chase after than a moving ball like fruit that gives off a great smell? Oh, we got problems. The translation. We got problems for sure. Mr. Pickles, please help this apple. Your puppy friend is terrifyingly welcoming. I think I should keep it at arm's length. I'm sorry, Mr. Apple. I'll stop it right away. Calm down, Wendy. Mr. Apple is not your new toy. Pickles is going to grab this. It's going to confuse that. So it tells the puppy to go a certain way. Okay, Apple's gonna go around. Gonna have the dog go that way. I think we should be good just like this. Yeah. Just alternating to move. I don't know if that can be blocked, so I'm gonna go here. And then here. And then I'm gonna have Apple sneak by. Now I guess Apple can go first. And then Puppy. Pickles. It's been a long time, Mr. Apple. Thank goodness we are only an apple and a puppy. There is no ancient Greek warrior or tortoise here. Let's hit number 3. It's always pretty easy at the start, and then it gets horrible. I know this from last time. I'm not spending more than an hour. For sure. For sure. Thank goodness. The result is clear. Running is not a strength of Bulldog's. She is deeply bewildered by the situation. One of her hind legs is pulled up by the silk scarf and straightly pointing up to the sky. Lift it higher. Okay, it is wrapping around your paw. Yes, I understand what you mean, Wendy. It does have a smell similar to apple pie, and that is because it... Sorry, this gentleman is an apple. The border collie throws back his head and finally releases Wendy from the muddle. Yes, a flying apple. It's going to take some effort to thoroughly explain this. But to put it simply, apples are not all the same. This apple happens to be one of the inedibles. Hegel is apparently too much for a bulldog. I'm sorry to sadden you, but I believe Charlton will prepare you something more delicious than an apple. The bulldog gets herself together. Pickles turns and looks up in the air. Good day, Mr. Apple. I did not expect us to see each other again.
Greetings.
Oh, hello.
Greetings to you, little puppy.
Thank you.
This apple appreciates your help. We keep running into each other. It's almost become an inevitable event that takes place spontaneously. This apple was really planning for the worst. But it would definitely upset the captain if I were captured by that lady puppy. Although you have a captain friend, you strike me as a loner. To which I am relatable. On the art of getting along with others, I am still a humble student. When one's personal needs conflicts with external expectations, where will we find the master solution?
The puppy feels uneasy.
The puppy had a fight with a friend too. Pardon? No, this is not true. I didn't have a fight with Charlton. It was merely... I'm sorry if I have misled you. There has been no unpleasant event between Captain and this apple. Just recently, Captain has been targeted by some strangers who make eerie noises, and her drink supply has therefore become inconvenient to secure. This apple is merely running simple errands. He shakes the invisible plastic bag. It rustles in the air. By the way, this new package of Dr. Pepper with a puppy on it is quite popular these days. So I have mistaken. So what happened between you and this little bulldog? Perhaps this apple can humbly provide some advice. No, not with Wendy. In fact, it was because Charlton has agreed to do a gig on the cruise tonight.
The puppy is asking for your opinion.
Yes, it is true, Wendy. Charlton probably hasn't had the time to share this news with you. The bulldog rounds her eyes in disbelief. She starts to spin around out of excitement.
The puppy will travel far.
Is that so?
But
This apple begs to differ. It may be unwise to just leave your friend behind after having a fight. Your friend would be worried about you. What's more, Apple lowers his voice, hinting with a meaningful look at the bulldog, which wants to leave immediately. Unfortunately, however hard he strains his eyes, the expression is hardly observable. In this apple's opinion, a secret plan shouldn't be discussed in front of the concerned entities. No, I have decided against the runaway. Charlton is looking forward to this trip, yet I don't feel ready to stand in front of a massive crowd. The bulldog is fidgeting. She cannot wait for a moment longer to pack her bag. Even she has nothing else to pack but that bouncy ball. Oh, Wendy, please don't pull my tail. I am still talking to Mr. Apple.
The puppy feels uneasy.
This apple is certain that, even between Captain and I, there used to be tensions. Sometimes it was about our taste for music. Sometimes it was about food. Sometimes Captain mistook me for desserts and almost ate me while I was taking a nap.
But
Most of the issues between friends can be solved through communication. Based on my personal experience, if this rule is true for an apple, it should also be true for a puppy. Perhaps this is going to be too sophisticated for you. Outside the realm of science, when it comes to the matter of sentiment, We have to admit that sometimes we don't have to fully understand our friend to be there for them. Wendy is prowling up and down anxiously. Yes, we are leaving soon. Just give me a minute. Wendy, I really appreciate your advice, Mr. Apple. I know it's difficult for one individual to understand the other, and it's equally hard to understand them only through verbal communication. Nevertheless, I think I should give it a try.
The puppy accepted your suggestion.
It is my pleasure to be of help.
But
Your friend seems to have left. Do you mean Charlton? Pickles tilts its head, confused. It's weirdly silent here. If this apple's eyes serve him well, your friend went towards Regent Street. Even though 30 minutes ago it was her who almost consumed me as snacks, I have to admit she is one adorable little tail. Oh no. Wendy! London apparently doesn't anticipate this sudden wind. Hey, keep order! What is going on? The queue before them goes on forever. A group of fluffy, colorful cumulus clouds, slowly rolling forward, flood onto Regent Street. Music, slogans, and flower petals pour down on the asphalt pavements like a shower of rain. No more establishment! Peace and love! Blimey, why are so many people here this time? This seems to be a gathering about art. Such a complex smell. Wendy! Wendy! Oh, the little dog tongue. A muffled voice comes from afar. Oh, I think I've spotted her. She seems trapped. Ah, the silk scarf. It's a shame that I have ripped it apart. Perhaps its owner is right in the crowd. The border collie lowers its body, agilely dodges the clubs, and kicks and breaks through the siege of the police.
There's a puppy.
Oh, hey, look! Here's the puppy! I'm sorry. It is not a good time to make acquaintance.
Fluffy.
Oh, free puppy! Oh, it's Fluffy!
Wow.
This must be how Utopia would feel like. This is not the best petting I've ever had, but I guess this is more of a friendly gesture than an action for my own comfort. However, sorry, I have a business to attend to. Oh, this is bad. The tiny tail of the bulldog disappears in the crowd. More hands and legs gathers around. I haven't felt such a great amount of passion since the flurry puppy games. The smell of Wendy is getting thin in the air. Excuse me. His fluffy hair flutters in the breeze. An indigo blue glow flows around his body. I hope pushing through your high-spiritedness further won't ruin this get-together. I just need you to move along a bit faster. There comes a minor disturbance in the crowd. Looks like my trick has worked out. A small swirl emerges in the middle of that colorful cloud. What?
Oh.
The battleship turns into a flower. Whoa, is it a rose? This is odd. Their emotions don't seem to be the only thing that has been affected. I don't reckon myself to be capable of creating illusions. Must be something else did this to them, but for now the most important thing is to find Wendy. Pickles flicks his furry ears. Even in a place noisy as this one, it captures a faint voice. This is the noise of bursting soap bubbles. I'm gonna go around this way. Fluffy artist puppy? Sir, what are we gonna do with it? When you perform a presumption of guilt against me, please at least take your hands off my ears. No, don't pat me on the head like that, or whistle to me. This is an invasion of dog privacy, sir. Okay. Try again. I didn't quite get it. Okay, forward. I'm messing up here. Something about this here. Oh, I'll have it block this guy. Yeah, that's how you do it. Just have him block it. Maybe Wendy would enjoy their hospitality and obsession. But I've had enough. It's Wendy. Sorry, excuse me. My apologies. The crowd in disorder forms an unbreakable cage around him. The excited bulldog completely ignores the calling from behind, making her way quickly and nimbly by people's feet. Her furry little tail shows up on and off between the legs. Clearly, she is making more progress. You've already made it through the crowd? Sorry, please wait up. I'm not doing too well here. Oh! The border collie stops abruptly, saving himself from bumping into the street lamp.
my friend.
Come, new friends of the new world, masters of the utopia, future of mankind. He looks up where the voice came from. On that street lamp, a man in a sloppy, bright-colored shirt inhales deeply. This voice... The bright kerchief tied on his forehead is almost blazing under the sun. Excellent! The new formula with amphisbaena egg liquid is far out. This era belongs to us. Come, let me be the witness of your wonderful world. I remember him. He is... Oh, so the strange reactions of the crowd were caused by these soap bubbles. Lick lick. This is bad. That little swirl spreads out in the cloud. This is turning into a thunderstorm. Outside the moving crowd, the bulldog who has lost her friend barks helplessly. This is a problem too big for her to solve. I feel discomfort of various kinds in my ribs. It wasn't a good idea to use my arcane power after all. I wouldn't have foreseen this misfortune to encounter these strange soap bubbles. My paws are uncomfortably sticky, thanks to them. The bitter taste of life caused by ignorance, humans call it regret. Oh, easy, watch my feet. Here is a... Pogeon? A strange man who has been staring at the soap bubbles for an excessively long time looks down and rubs Pickles roughly. Sir, you have mistaken, I'm not... Aha, I found Pogeon! Pickles feels a steady push exerted on his ribs, and his view suddenly brightens. The man holds the border collie high over his head. Oh dear! A height that seems hazardous enough for the border collie. Oh, this is too high! I see the sun. This is very uncomfortable, please let me down! The man looks deliriously delighted. The soap bubble with the glow of rainbow floating over its surface lands on his wet black nose. Is this a bubble? They seem like living creatures. A doziness gradually muddles his mind before he realizes. What a beautiful spear. Almost perfect. Like the one Lucid has. Oh, I smell parchment. A door in bright gold slowly opens before him. Am I in a white robe? Is this Greece? Before the arch of the Academy of Athens, the wise ones wait in two lines standing on both sides. This is the perfect city. Now, should I go crouch in the wine barrel? Or looking at the moving shadows on the wall of a cave? Oh no, I ought to seek knowledge of the star inside an apple, or wonder about that meaningful hole on donuts. The noise of the crowd is distant and unclear, as if there's a thick film existing between him and the people. Am I home? Back to Greece? What is this place? Who am I? And why do I exist?
Hey!
Whoa, watch out, my friend. Don't trip me in this utopia. You? A dog here. Ah, I know this black and white hair. The headwears, and the excessively long hair. Oh, religion could be philosophical.
The puppy agrees.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet. You furry little monster who stole the thunder of the New Age art. Diggers has his back to the crowd and drops to his knees before Pickles. He gently squeezes his paw. But feel these paws. Perhaps they do deserve some public attention. Briefly. You showed up at this street party for which you should be praised. But I'm not that stupid. You just got lost with your master, right? I don't quite follow this conversation about master. Are we discussing the cognitive self?
Oh?
That sounds like a no. I feel I should depart for Greece as soon as possible. They have invited every soul who is hungry for philosophy, and they are waiting for me.
The puppy will travel far.
Oh. Travel?
Hmm?
Like what have I been doing to be a follower of freedom? I think you take me wrong. I seek a path to pursue the truth, not to wander around without purpose.
The puppy wants to chase its dream. Hey!
Oh, wow. Are you really just a hound? Biologically, I am a shepherd dog, a border collie. My soulmate is a black and white hound. I believe you should deepen your understanding of this world. Do you crave for the truth?
The puppy wants to seek the source of everything. Oh.
So you are a fundamentalist dog in art?
But...
You are right. I can at least agree with you on this. As they say, Paris is the capital of art. But if you ask me, they need a revolution. The man tightens his grasp around Pickles' paw. Oh my gosh.
Hey!
Speaking of which, you've reminded me, little fella. We shouldn't just settle for one party. To promote art, we need to go to the real capital of art. He gets back on his feet indignantly, as if he's about to take on an important mission.
Just imagine.
When our speeches at Palace de la Concorde spread across the city, the new ideas will strike the foreign city like a hurricane. A hurricane? What an excellent idea! You and I are of the same mind. We should form an unbreakable alliance. Come, comrade. Action is the precondition of changes in art. The cloud parts and moves past them. Now, let's see. The man stands with his hands on his hips, checking on the mess and feeling exalted. Now, where to find the key to open the gate of the capital of art? I love Diggers! Oh, so chill, so fun. So I think Diggers has to be the one to grab the thing. So what if I travel with the... It just moves him out of the way. I guess I can move it around so he grabs the thing and then we both go up. Over the top. Yeah. Is that gonna be enough? Or it just has to reach the goal, not in a certain amount of turns? Just the 30 turns. So boom. And then Diggers can move the rest of the way. Yeah. Just move him out of the way and then, yeah, just straight across. This is another memorable day in the history of art. Our voyage starts from here. Shall I get you a flower, ally? We are all children of flowers. Rather than a flower, what I miss is the fresh, dull yellow of laurels. Oh gosh. Sure. Claim all. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. The police will chase after you wherever you go. You little brat. If you have to put up these posters without our permission, you take your dog and do it somewhere else. You got me wrong. In fact, I'm just helping these posters travel to where they should go. In fact, I don't know him. We just met on the streets. Okay, first I'm gonna distract somebody. Put them here. Okay, up. Up is fine. Up. Maybe I'll have them go behind to block the police from Diggers. And then just take the puppy around. Okay. Why are people always so absorbed in their own world and never listen to others? I sincerely hope the police will improve the law enforcement and take the victim's dog's words seriously. Thank you, my brave furry friend. I will never forget what you've done for art. See you around if the universe wills it. Perfect. Sir, he went that way. Then go grab him, not me. Oh, yes, sorry. This looks bad. I don't like it. That's a lot of police guys. Okay, going down from the bottom. Bottom row all the way. Then grab the can. Then I'm gonna put the can here. Just to get him out of the way and not block anything. Grabbing the paper. Here we go. I'm gonna go all the way down and then I'm gonna go to the right. Yep, that escapes here. Grabbing this can. And I'm just gonna go ahead and block this guy here. Down. Up. And that should block it so that we should be safe to go over the top. Boom. Thank you for your great performance. It was a splendid show of performance art. Thank you. Is this the last one? Seems like nobody would come around the corner. The edge of a quiet street block is indeed not a good place to promote ourselves. How unfortunate, my good neighbors. You have missed a grand avant-garde performance. It deserves a larger crowd. I have to retrieve the flyers. Fine. The police are even here. Okay, we're gonna have to go all the way across to the top. Follow behind him. And we go to the side here. And then up here. And then down one. And then up. And then to the side. Yeah. And then up. And then up. Yeah. Just like that. There we go, to the side here. Yeah. That was a little bit strange way to maneuver it, but we got it. And this one, I think we're safe if we go this way. And then, yep, right behind him. And then pop that out. Sweet. I'm pretty sure we have to go to the side now. And up, and to the side. To the side. Up, up. Up. Yeah, you turned around. Side. Side. And then out. Yeah! Sweet. I think I start to understand how these things work. I should even rename the performance more accurately. Say, the art of evacuation. Oh, we finished? We finished this part, yeah. Nice. I needed those.